The End is Trending is a feature about how the internet accidentally unleashes a cosmological horror into the world simply just by being the internet and behaving in the way that the internet does. It's actually not a critique of social media. It's commentary for sure, and it's satirical, but it's not critiquing social media. What it is highlighting the power that social media has in our society, and it's reminding us that we need to be, you know, aware of this power because it can be used recklessly, even if accidentally, for evil, and it can also be used for good. And so it's about harnessing, as a society, harnessing one of the most powerful forces that we have in our society. Certainly one of the most powerful forms of communication that we have, and it's about harnessing it willfully. And ultimately, the movie is actually not even really about the cosmological horror as it is about human connection. And when we follow our protagonists, the horror is happening in the background. The social media is the channel for the horror, but the real story is about human connection. Our protagonist, Sunset Tally, is an influencer, and she has is cited as millions of followers, and it's really her found family. She had come from a family that was dysfunctional. She had lost both of her parents. Her sister is estranged, and so through all of this isolation, she found her family on social media and became an influencer. And the movie takes that relationship with her audience very seriously, and I think it is important that we recognize how legitimately significant online relationships can be, even parasocial relationships, and I think good influencers understand that. And you know, but to combat the horror of the movie, the biggest and most powerful weapon that our protagonists have are human connection. You know, the closer that our protagonists are together, the more that they can stand against the horror, and then they can rally the online community to support them. The impetus for this was when the hurricanes hit the southeast a few years ago, and we saw the whole thing, particularly in North Carolina, unfold on TikTok. And I remember for the first time seeing what a natural disaster meant on the ground, and I was shocked and horrified, and in a way felt like I was a part of it because I was watching it unfold in real time on social media. That kind of connection developed an unprecedented amount of empathy, and because we all witnessed it firsthand, and you know that didn't really happen before. You know, when like Katrina hit, for example, while it was a tragedy and it was horrific, we were just seeing it from a distance on the news. We weren't seeing it from the houses or the streets, or you know, from the people, the everyday people experiencing it. And that really was eye-opening for me. And on the same coin, when you flip it over a few months later, we saw the same thing happen with the LA fires, and but it was sort of a flip of that. Instead of empathy, there was this sort of widespread cynicism directed at LA, and it was very hurtful. And I didn't understand how the global community could rally against LA in our hour of need. And I knew personally people that had lost their homes, and these weren't celebrities; they were just working class people. Some of them had second, third generation homes, and you know, and the celebrities sure were affected. But so, I mean, why was that a reason for them to deserve what happened? You know, even celebrities are people. And you know, LA getting what they deserved would juxtapose to what happened in the southeast and the hurricanes. It was stunning to me, and that's when I realized how powerful social media is, how it can completely direct a narrative globally, whether for good or for evil. And that's what this movie is about. So the movie plays out on a social media platform. It's as if you're watching a social media timeline. And when we set out to do this movie, we didn't really have any aspirations to get an actual social media platform. We were just going to use a fictional one. But then we got approached by My Channel, and I think that, how fortuitous it is, because My Channel is not just a social media platform. It's a social media platform that creators can own. So it is the perfect allegory for what our protagonists are using social media for. They own their channels. They have direct relationships with their audiences, and so My Channel made a lot of sense. So the entire thing takes place on My Channel now, and that, I think, is really awesome that we have a real world social media platform to be the hub of it all. And therefore, we are premiering The End is Trending online premiere on My Channel. And so anybody that comes and subscribes to The End is Trending on My Channel will get to see the premiere for free. All you have to do is subscribe, and we're going to play it right here. We're going to stream it live. And there will be an option, if you want to, get into the VIP portion of the program, where we can talk to the cast and to me, the director, the filmmaker, and the writer, and that is an option as a VIP admission. But you don't have to get that. You can just watch it for free here on My Channel, and that's happening in October. It's going to be the latter part of October. We're looking at maybe October 23rd or somewhere around there. The exact date will be published as soon as it's final. We're in post-production still, so things could change. But subscribe now to My Channel. It's free. I'm going to put all kinds of content here on My Channel. You're going to see clips of the movie. You're going to see interviews with myself and with the cast. And we're going to, we're just going to unfold it here. Looking forward to it, and thanks for stopping by.